Yeah, there's a little bit of a childlike nature to the monster, at least in the first few episodes, which is what we've shot. John McNamara said to me, "Yeah, can you play him as a 9-year-old without any empathy or impulse control?" And I said, "Sure." And then they were like, "Wait, what's happening here?" Yeah, so the monster kind of has his own agenda, and is hopefully will mature over the course of the season a little bit.
Are you excited to have a different personality for at least the beginning of the season? Like, is the acting
I am. Yeah.
challenging?
At first, it was a little scary because I've lived in Elliot's shoes for 3 years, and so to change it up so drastically on our show was a little bit of a challenge. But it's exciting. I mean, I really think that I'm maybe changing the expectations of what the audience might expect from me. So that's been fun for me.
Does the monster still like drugs and
He likes like really fatty fried foods and blood. Yeah, different vices. Mostly different vices.
So I really enjoyed last season the episode where you and Quentin got to live like that whole life together.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a really beautifully shot episode.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a really favorite episode of mine as
It
well.
was like very emotional.
Yeah.
Are there any other members of the cast that you kind of want those kind of like standalone episodes to, or scenes, like longer scenes to have to be in with?
Yeah. Well, I always, to be honest, I love Summer is like, one of my favorite actors and favorite people, and I love working with her. Sometimes we long for. I think we get to deepen their relationship over a really long period of time, but sometimes we want a scene that actually explores their relationship in a new context. So I would vote for an episode kind of like the one that I had with Quentin, with Margot. I think that would be interesting to kind of really explore. Because last season we were kind of called to the duty of cleaning up our kingdom and resolving the issue of no magic, and it would be cool to see a character episode about Elliot and Margot. Other than that, I really love watching Casey Roll, who plays Marina, and if I could, I would love to work with her. I think that we would have a really great time. So yeah, and
So Elliot spent 3 years really having this maturation arc. In season 3, beginning of season 3 with the quest, and to be a good king, you have to go on this quest.
Yeah, sure.
Taking aside the monster detour you're on right now, where would you like to see him go, Elliot, in season 3?
See Elliot go?
Assuming he gets his body.
Yeah, hopefully he does. I haven't seen him in any scripts, and we've shot up to episode 4, or through episode 4 rather. So I don't know when and if he will come back. But if he does, which I hope, knock on wood, does happen. Yeah, I'd like to see us explore maybe some of his backstory and some of the internal emotional machinery of Elliot. I think that I try to give you guys a glimpse of that through what I play in the scenes, but I think it would be great to more fully explore some of the dynamics that are alluded to, why he is the way he is, where he came from, and what he wants and where he's going. I have my own sense of what those things are, but it would be great to really explore that in detail on camera.
So did the writers give you backstory?
Lev Grossman wrote some of that backstory in the books in the Magician's Trilogy, and I sort of fill in some of the blanks myself, before we started production on the series, and as it went on, it's something that I think about constantly.
So with the big bad being stuck in Elliot's body, what lengths would he go to in order to either, if not be able to regain his body, kind of get his revenge?
Any length possible. He is more powerful than any big bad we've seen on the show before. He can destroy people with like a flick of a finger or like a breath. He can wreak major havoc in an urban center. He's pretty sweetly terrifying. There's no real bottom to the destruction that he could cause, I don't think, as far as I know. But I hope you fall in love with him.
One of my favorite scenes in the entire series, I think, was last season. Elliot and Margot talking pop culture references with the subtitles.
Yeah,
except, like, I didn't need the subtitles.
Yeah, oh, cool.
How long did that take you guys to, like, memorize? Like, how many takes was that? And,
Well, Summer and I knew that scene was a real opportunity for us and a real gift to the fandom and to the fans of all of the references that we dropped in that scene. So we really took it upon ourselves to be super prepared, and we ran the lines of that scene a bunch before we shot it, just so that we could really nail the rhythm of it, because we knew that was really important in order to make the comedy of the scene work and to kind of fulfill the like hearts and minds of the fans that would really latch on to all those references.
was there any reference you didn't get from that monologue? Back and forth?
Well, I hadn't seen Battlestar Galactica, so the Grace Park reference was something that needed to be explained to me. Although I will say, last Comic-Con, right after we had shot that episode, I ran into Grace Park in an elevator, and I said, "Hi, excuse me, Grace Park," and she thought I was like a really creepo fan. And I was just like, no, I just name dropped you in an episode of The Magicians, which also makes no sense. So
I'm Grace Park.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm Grace Park. No, I'm not Grace Park. Anyway, so she was a little like, why are you talking to me? But she was really cool ultimately.
Musical episode. So
Yeah.
you did Les Mis, you've done Queen. What next? What do you want to do? If John said, what do we want to do?
I mean, listen, I would love to see the Monster and Elliot do a duet. Like maybe like a Frank Sinatra tune or like a Johnny Mathis standard, that would make my heart swell. Yeah, but I think John is more of like a fan of the up-tempo, like iconic anthem, so I just might have to destroy sacred property again.